Hello everyone, this is Sheshe. Today I'm coming on to show you how to make this adorable butterfly magnet. You can use it for your refrigerator or for the kids at school to decorate their lockers. So this is how it looks. And this was gifted to me by Ruby. Thank you so much. You would put the magnet on the back of the butterfly and it's 3 layers, okay? So I'm going to show you how to make this, and if you don't have this particular die at home, I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this, and it's a Sue Wilson die. It's probably no longer available, but you may be able to find it on eBay. There is some that you can probably find similar by Spellbinders. It's called the Outrageous Butterfly, and this one looks like this, and it's smaller. So I'll show you the comparison in size. So really small, but still a pretty design, okay? Or you can use whatever's in your stash, but just some ideas here. So I'll show you how I decorated mine, and then we'll do one on camera. So what you'll do is use a wink castella pen or any scrap magnets that you have around the house, and I have a lot of scrap magnet from how I store my dies. So you'll use like cardstock, dark, medium shade of that color, and then a lighter shade of that color. So I have my die position on the cardstock, and I have my darkest shade. I use a wink castella pen as well to give it some shimmer. You can also cut this out in glitter cardstock if you like, and I'll show you how that turned out as well, because I did make some. I'll give you some ideas and suggestions. So I'm just going to die cut this right quick on camera. You'll need some glue to put this together. This idea is great for gifts or craft fairs if you want to sell them. Okay, I'm just going to pop this out. Cuts beautifully. So you pry this from the paper, and all the pieces just fall out. It's a very intricate design. And I do have the other 2 pieces cut out. So for each layer, what you want to do is take out your wink castella pen and give it some shimmer. So what I will do is show you how to do that, but I'll speed up the process so you don't have to watch me do the wink shimmer pen on each layer, because that is time consuming to watch each layer, okay? So I'll speed up the video. And hopefully you can see just how shiny that is and sparkly. Okay, that's the only thing you need to focus on. And if you miss any spots, just go back in and hit it with your pen. Okay, really pretty. And you do that for all 3 layers of your butterfly. Okay, once you have shimmered everything with wink castella, you're going to want to glue all 3 butterflies together. So what you want to do is not tangle the antennas of the butterfly, so you're going to match up all the bodies and glue all the antennas as well. So I just give it a little bit of glue. And you have to be careful with the glue because it can, especially when you're using this kind of glue, once you stick it down, it's like permanent. So yeah, careful that you line it up on the first try. So what I do is I just start with lining up the body, and then I do the antennas last. But as long as that body is lined up, and I just make sure that it's right there lined up. Okay, and I do that with all three of the butterflies first. And like I said, worry about the antennas last, because they're going to be all tangled and twisted, you know, when you do it. Okay. And stick it down. So everything should line up perfectly once you get all the bodies lined up perfectly. But the key is the body. Alright, once you get that in place, then you go back and glue all the little antennas together. And that is very tricky to do because the antennas, they move around so easily. So I just dab a little bit of glue on each one to get it going. And just give it a light tap, like so. And then that'll just glue these parts together. So I have 2 of those glued. And then glue just the little tips. And give it a light tap. And that will get those going. Then you just focus on the last set and do the same process. Give it a light tap. And then that'll stick everything together. And then do the same thing on the other side. Give it some glue just on that part right there and give it a light tap. And that should get everything stuck together, because the rest, it shouldn't really, I mean, you can try to glue in this part. Really don't need much glue to keep the other parts together. but then you don't have those antennas wiggling around and trying to get all tangled up. And then you have it all perfectly glued. And it should dry clear. And it's nice and sturdy. Okay, now you have all your butterflies glued together like that. Okay, then we're going to work on the magnet on the back. And you just give it a little bit of glue on your magnet, unless you have some with adhesive backing, and sometimes those do come off, so you want to add some additional glue. And just place that on the back where it cannot be seen through the butterfly. So about like that. Zoom in just a little bit more so you can see. Just like that, and let that dry. And I'm going to press that down so that's permanent. And then here you can't see it on the other side. Okay, now some additional things that I did to make it extra special. I think I'm going to use some midnight blue for the body of the butterfly. I did use chocolate fondue for this other butterfly, and I'll show you what that looked like. This is one that I made with glitter. It's really pretty, and I think it's still drying, so I'm not going to touch it too much. But I used glitter cardstock for the bottom, and it didn't quite cut out all the way, so that really made it pretty. And I did use my castella for the other 2 layers, but look how that turned out. Really, really gorgeous. So I really love how that turned out. Just super pretty. So I'll show you how that looks when you use this product called Nouveau Crystal Drops. It's by Tonic. So you just, it's a fine tip, and you just give it a line of the Nouveau Crystal Drops. You can make it thicker, and then you give it a little bit more for that part of the body. Hopefully that'll settle down. My body looks a little bit crooked, so I'm going to try to straighten this out. Hopefully that looks good. Alright, and then the antennas, they're too light, so I'm just going to continue on and trace along that area. And it'll be nice and sparkly. These are great for craft fairs too. Just package them up and sell them. People love butterflies to put on their refrigerators and leave notes for their families, or pictures of their children on the refrigerator. Okay, so that concludes my tutorial. This one's a little bit different, but still, like I said, cute. This one's different, like I said, with the glitter, but you try which way you like. And then I'll also show you how the Spellbinders butterfly magnets turned out. Okay, here's the outrageous butterfly from Spellbinders. This is how it turns out. Now there is a little piece that cuts out if you choose to use this one, but what you can do is just glue that piece back in, a little bit of glue like that, and then you can glue over top of that with some nouveau crystal drops if you like, or you can just leave it as it is and it looks like that. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you. Here's all the layers that I chose with the outrageous butterfly. It's still pretty. It's just a little bit smaller. Have fun making these. Okay, so here's all my butterflies. Really, really pretty. So take care, everyone, and have a fabulous day.